Rumble stock is a buy. In this video, I want to go over this amazing setup on Rumble for call options as well as shares. This is going to be a great trade, and in this video I want to go over the really simple and basic psychological analysis so that you guys can really see my perspective on what we are taking a look at for the stock. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on, follow me, and join the Discord, X, Instagram, all of that. Again, you guys can chat with me on Discord. I'll also be dropping the course Learn to Trade VIP on Friday, so make sure to be tuned for that. So let's talk about a Rumble. We're taking a look at the daily time frame. The overall trend is that we are to the downside, and now we have this descending triangle. Now with a descending triangle, we can be bearish or we could be bullish, so we can actually short this to the downside. Since Rumble is in a downtrend, we definitely have more room to the downside if we break this critical level. So this is one major thing for Rumble, that we can also play puts to the downside, especially if the market decides to run to the downside, as we will be talking about SPY, QQQ, and all of that. So we're taking a look at Rumble. We have this critical level of support, so let's color this green. And then we have this level of resistance. So I want to buy out a month out call options or weekly call options to play kind of this bounce and ride it up to the level of resistance for Rumble. Now these are our levels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a price label here, and I'm gonna color this green. So again, this is going to be the area where we have our stop loss. We are bearish below $4.50, but we can also buy puts below 457. So below 457 we want to sell, and then we also want to short. So for buying in shares, that is going to be our stop loss. Our first price target is the level of resistance at $5. So let's color this red, but this is also the breakout area. So if we close above this area, we're going to have a massive breakout to the upside, price target being 527 and 538 and $5.50. So these are going to be our price targets for Rumble. So we have a very nice basic descending triangle on the daily time frame for Rumble, where we can play call options and bounce off the support, or we can play puts to the downside. Since we are in a overall downtrend, if we do decide to break to the downside, we can also play puts. So make sure to stay tuned on Discord as well as X or Twitter, where I'll be alerting if I enter in calls or puts for Rumble. Now let's talk about the overall market. Okay, let's talk about SPY. We had inflation numbers today, and we did absolutely amazing for the market today. The whole market was absolutely green. Tesla was up over 5%. Definitely has more room to run to $242. So Tesla definitely has more room to the upside. But let's talk about SPY and how we gapped up and it is getting overbought. We're taking a look at the RSI indicator, where it's an indicator where it tells us if a stock is overbought or oversold, and we are definitely hitting the overbought level, and that we need to be cautious. So these are our levels that we are watching. Okay, these two levels we have to be cautious of, and which is at $454. So we're up on Tesla, we're up on Apple calls. Especially for options, we have to start taking profits, because the probability of us pulling back is a lot higher right now, at least some sort of consolidation. So we are taking a look at this gap, and I think this gap really needs to get filled. So depending upon how the inflation numbers happen, we can hit the level of resistance and come back down to fill the gap down below, and then reach higher to all-time highs. But this gap is not looking good psychologically. So we had an incredible run. Make sure to start taking in profit with your option plays. We were up over 150% on Apple. and whatnot, but it is starting to look dangerous in the short run. In the overall long run, we are obviously bullish. Okay, we are looking amazing for December and November and rest of the month, and 2024 we are looking extremely great. But for the short term, if you're trading options with weekly expirations, be careful of this gap. Let's talk about QQQ, the tech ETF. Absolutely killing it. Okay, absolutely just killing the market. We are about to hit our first price target at 387, and we're really just about to hit all-time highs. We're pretty much at all-time highs. So we had incredible plays, and again, QQQ really needs to just rest, come back down, fill this gap, and then we can run higher for the market. So the gap is very dangerous, and be cautious of that gap. So now let's do just a quick update on our plays. So I want to enter in DOCU right at market open, DOCU shares, or 1 month out call options. So again, we made a whole video on DOCU, so make sure to check that out, buying this stock this week. That is the video on DOCU. Apple, we're doing great. Tesla has room to $242. PayPal, we're just holding. It looks amazing. Okay, PayPal looks absolutely amazing, incredible play. If you guys have not already, I've made a whole video on PayPal if you guys have not watched it, but we're holding PayPal shares, and this is going to be easily really a nice 60%, 70%, or even 100% gainer. I'm loving this setup. Now, next one is Macy's. Macy's did pretty good today, but they have earnings coming up. They have earnings on November 16th, so we got to be careful with that. But technical analysis wise, Macy's stock is looking good. We bounced off the level of support, but we're pretty much just waiting on earnings. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe with notifications on, and stay tuned for Learn to Trade that VIP, which will be dropping this Friday. See you guys later.